ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು ಸುಳ್ಳಾಗಬಹುದು, ನೋಡಿದ್ದು ಸುಳ್ಳಾಗಬಹುದು, ನಿಧಾನಿಸಿ ಯೋಚಿಸಿದಾಗ ನಿಜವು ತಿಳಿಯುವುದು. Good morning. I hope you're all doing absolutely phenomenal. I'm doing absolutely great too. Thank you so much. So, I think most of the people are wondering what is the song that I sang just now. So, this is one of my personal favorite song. It's a story-based song. So, this is just to give you all a hint about the story that I'm going to narrate today. And people who already know, who have already guessed the story, watch it till the end, because the moral you're going to listen to might be different than the moral that you would have thought till now. And also, do not forget to leave a comment below about what is the moral that you have learned in this story. So let's get started with the story. Once upon a time, somewhere in the far forest, there lived an independent lady along with her baby, and she had pet a mongoose. And that mongoose was very close to her. It was more like a family to her. And she was so independent that she was taking care of the entire necessities and every household work that was required to take care of her baby as well. And once she'll be doing the household work and she realizes that she forgot to fetch the water. So immediately she goes to the cradle to look at the baby, and the baby would be sleeping really peacefully. So she does not want to disturb the baby. She calls the mongoose close to her and says, can you please take care of the baby until I return fetching the water? So the mongoose agrees to it, and she takes a pot and goes to the nearby water body to take the water and come back. The mongoose was taking care of the baby, and suddenly it sees a poisonous serpent which had entered the house that was nearing the cradle. So immediately, without thinking anything, this mongoose attacks the poisonous serpent, because it really had to protect the baby. So it attacks the snake, and it actually kills the snake as well. At the same time, the lady comes back home taking water, and this mongoose comes out of the home happily, so that it was so happy that it protected the baby. And this woman who had brought the water, she sees the blood in the mongoose's mouth, and immediately she concludes that this mongoose has killed her baby, and she immediately drops that pot on mongoose's head and rushes into the near the baby. And she was shocked to see the entire scenario over there, because the baby had opened its eyes and it was playing while she sees a poisonous serpent that was brutally murdered by this mongoose actually. And she immediately realizes the mistake that she had done, and she goes back to the mongoose only with the hope that it would have been alive, but sadly that mongoose was dead. So this is a short story that I wanted to narrate to you today. So let's see what is the moral of this story. Firstly, let's give a huge applause to those independent, strong women who are taking care of their family out there, working really hard with a minimal dependency on their close relatives, friends, or their pet, to be honest, because these are the people who have built the trust in those people, and they're being there out there to take care of the entire thing that they can be. So let's give a huge applause to them. And most importantly, it would have happened with you so many times that you would have heard so many gossips or bad mouthing about your close ones or somebody who you might be knowing in general. But before judging them or before jumping into conclusions, please do make sure that there is always 360 degree of that story. It might be, you would have heard that there is always two sides of story. There might be three sides, there might be many more sides. So it's very important for you to know those sides of stories before judging anybody. Get the reality checked before concluding that this person would have said this thing about you or this person would have done this thing with you. Even let's say you get to know that, okay, this person has said something about you or done something about you, please do make sure to check with the same person, the person who had said it or done it, that why has that person done it. You got it? See, only in case if you want to keep the relationship close. I mean, if that person is somebody who you had been trusting from quite a long time, then it is very important for you to check on the reality. Second thing, and the most important thing in this is that, let's say you did not do it. Okay, what are the possibilities? First thing is that you definitely will be losing out on the memories that you would be cherishing in the coming days, you know, that happy sunshine better days that would have been good enough or memorable enough for you, that you would be spending with that person. Second thing is the trust, because that person would have been through so much because of your behavioral change. So you know, after giving up on it, even if you don't answer to their questions that why there is a change in the behavior, if you do not communicate with the person properly, then definitely that person will be that person loses trust on you. All right. And the most horrible thing that would happen if you jump into conclusion without getting the facts right is that one day later, if you get to know the truth from somebody or in different situation or from the same person, then the guilt that will be haunting you will be very difficult, very very difficult for you to dodge it. So you know, that will be very difficult for you to digest it as well. You will be definitely living in guilt. So it's always better that you make sure to communicate with the person. If you have any doubt, there should always be the understanding and uplifting at any point of your time of your life. So make sure that you will stop judging somebody, you will stop jumping into conclusion about another person, and it's always better that you live a regret free life, right? And stay happy, calm all the days, right? So this is all about the story and the moral. I hope that you got some kind of realization through this story, and do not forget to leave a comment below about what you have learned differently from the original story. And also do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and share it with your known ones as well, if you think this is something that will be helpful for the entire community. So I'll be meeting you next week. Until then, take care, have a great day, see you.